Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Bill Gates. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes, that is all we ask. And I tell you, when a market is going up, 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 everybody thinks they're a genius. And when it ends, they lose everything. I have seen it happen again and again and again. And as I look at the S&P 500, since we had that pullback that ended, the last week of the pullback was a week beginning the 30th of March. And since then, that is the week starting the 6th of April, things have been rising. And as we look at this week, we're starting off 0.66% up for the day, higher high this week. And again, just watching this market as it continues to tick on and on and on. How high will it go? Somewhere, and then of course it won't. That day's not come yet. We're still long the S&P. Again, we had volume over the last few weeks trying to increase incrementally as the average volume has been going down because we have really, last time we had average above average volume all the way back on the week beginning 23rd of March. So again, it's been a while. As average volume continues to spike down, we'll see how we end up this week. I'm looking, of course, at the weekly chart. Now, the 2-day, we can see this represents Tuesday only as things have popped up. And of course, you can see they popped up in the afternoon, pulled back a little in the morning. Looks like they pulled back a little in the afternoon. Again, didn't hit average volume at all during the intra-day. So we shall see how this shortened week continues to proceed. But as we've started after the Memorial holiday, we're up. Now, the NASDAQ up even more, 1.78%. And we did hit average volume, actually a little above average volume last week on the NASDAQ. Again, the tech stocks here in the U.S. And of course, this latest 2-day candle is a nice one. You can see where it's spiking up again. Popped up in the morning. Looks like it stayed maybe the same in the afternoon. Could have pulled back a little bit. It's hard to tell with these Heikin-Ashi candlesticks, but doesn't look like it went any higher. So 1.78%, of course, we are still long the NASDAQ. What about 20-year U.S. government bonds? We talked about the impact as we started this new week with these last few days of things moving up. And of course, in the morning, things really spiked up, pulled back some in the afternoon, it looks like on our half-day chart. And as we look at things, you can see the 2-day has blasted through the weekly down trend line. And you can see where we have a green candle pushing through the down trend line also on the weekly chart. And we have had spiking volume. And of course, we like to have an interim low and then things turning around. We'll see how this week continues to shape up. We may find ourselves going long on 20-year U.S. government bonds before this week is out. We shall see. But again, paying close attention, only up 0.50%, but we're looking at the candlesticks. And of course, these are Heikin-Ashi candles, so we're paying close attention there. Let's look at where we are on gold. Gold is pretty much flat. It's 0.04% up. And again, we have this floor we've painted in here with this purple line, or blue line, sorry. And you can see where things have sort of been hanging around after they really dropped down strong those weeks beginning the 16th of March and the 23rd of March. And we're just sort of hanging there, waiting to see if we're going to penetrate that and drop even further, or we're going to bounce off of it and hammer up. We'll just continue to keep an eye on things. You can see, again, the floor here on this half-day chart where it's just been right there on it for many, many days. So we'll keep an eye on things. We don't have a trend on gold. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, of course, blew through last week what was that, 6-week uptrend. And as this week starts, up 0.09%, so not quite a percent for the day. And you can see here on the half-day chart how it's just sort of hanging down below this latest little trend line. Not much of a trend line, not flat, but not vertical either. As we look at things again, though, we do see that they are tracking down into this second week after we had things revert over. So we are painting the HODL, which is the ETF for Bitcoin. We're painting it bearish at this point. We shall keep an eye on things. It's hard to make a strict call on that, but we did blow through our trend line. We just haven't had the volume to help us out with that, partially based upon the time of year, because again, of course, selling may go away, live to trade another day, primarily because of the lack of volume in the summertime trading zone. So we, again, will continue to keep an eye on things, but we are finding ourselves more and more bearish with Bitcoin. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.